Welcome to Lender Insights with PNG Landed Excellence, your go-to source for insights into landed properties in Singapore. Today we'll be diving into an exciting topic, landed housing setback guidelines. Setback requirements for landed properties in Singapore are in place to ensure the site is developed in a way that consider the surrounding area and the needs of the community. Let's start with the Terrace Type 1. Typical inter-terrace comes with a minimum land size of 150 square meter, which is 1,615 square feet, and corner terraces comes with a minimum land size of 200 square meter or 2,153 square feet. Inter-terraces will have a minimum of 6 meter frontage, and corner terraces will have a minimum 8 meter frontage. Both types of houses will require a 2.4 meter setback distance from the end of the car porch shelter or the balcony to the boundary line. Structural setback will be 7.5 meter from the boundary line, provided they are located along the Cat 3, 4 or 5 road category. The backyard setback requirement will be a minimum of 2 meter for both types of houses and a minimum 2 meter setback at the side for corner terraces. And for Terrace Type 2, it has a minimum land size of 80 square meter only, which is 861 square feet. And some corner terraces comes with similar sizes. The required setback requirements are the same as Terrace Type 1 based on URA, but some houses are unique with slightly shorter frontage. The interesting part is on the structural setback, where some of the houses have a much shorter setback from 2 meter to 5 meter from the boundary line. I believe you have probably noticed some landed houses does not even have a car porch. The backyard setback requirements will be a minimum of 2 meter, but some houses, due to the historical plan, the structure can be constructed onto the boundary wall. And next, for semi-detached requirements, typical semi-detached will come with a minimum land size of 200 square meter or 2,153 square feet. Minimum frontage requirement will be 8 meter and a 2.4 meter setback distance from the end of the car porch shelter or a balcony to the boundary line. Structural setback will be 7.5 meter from the boundary line, similar to terraces, provided they are located along the Cat 3, 4 or 5 road category. And the backyard setback will be a minimum of 2 meter and a minimum 2 meter setback at the side of the house. And what about the back-to-back semi-detached? For back-to-back semi-detached, we'll have a minimum land size of 200 square meter, similarly 2,153 square feet as well, but the minimum frontage will be different. It must be a minimum length of 10 meter for this semi-detached category, and the rest of the requirements will remain the same as the typical semi-detached. Such houses will look very similar to a detached house from the front view. Now this is interesting. Do you know what is a Linked-Bungalow? It's actually a semi-detached with only a portion. Usually is the shelter of the car porch attached to the neighbor structure. This design allows the homeowners to enjoy a 360-degree area on the land. The minimum land size and the requirements are similar to the typical semi-detached houses, but very commonly we will also see this category of landed property has a bigger land size and a wider frontage of 10 meter, which some of such houses can also be subdivided into standalone detached house. Detached or bungalow houses, they are actually the similar category. Detached houses comes with a minimum land size of 400 square meter, which work out to be 4,306 square feet. A minimum frontage requirement of 10 meter, a 2.4 meter setback distance from the end of the car porch shelter or a balcony to the boundary line. Structural setback is minimum 7.5 meter from the boundary line, provided they are also located along the Cat 3, 4 and 5 road category. And the backyard setback will be a minimum of 2 meter and a minimum 2 meter setback on both sides of the house. From 5th of July 2019, the coverage area for a detached house has increased from 40% to 50%, provided it's located outside the GCB area, and this includes the strata bungalows as well. Lastly, Good Class Bungalow for GCB generally will have a minimum land size of 1,400 square meter or works out to be 15,070 square feet, a minimum frontage of 18.5 meter and a required depth of 30 meter. The structure setback is similar with a minimum of 7.5 from the boundary line, similarly provided they are located along the Cat 3, 4 and 5 road category. But the backyard and the side setback requirements will have a difference with a minimum of 3 meters. From 5th July 2019 as well, the coverage area for a Good Class Bungalow has increased from 35% to 40%. Not forgetting, GCBs are located only in the 39 designated area. Guys, you might have noticed I have mentioned Cat 3, 4 and 5 road categories a couple of times. What about Cat 1 and 2? To have a better understanding of the various road categories, stay tuned to my next episode. Alright, we have come to the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. We truly appreciate you taking the time to watch, and we hope you found this video both helpful and informative. If you have any questions or need more information about landed properties in Singapore, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Feel free to contact me directly at 922-72638. I would love to connect and assist you in any way I can. Remember, your journey to landed property excellence starts here with PNG Landed Excellence. We look forward to helping you achieve your property goals. Please like, share and subscribe for more insights. We will see you in our next episode.